Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. At the end of the day, I'm going to just keep it a buck. Um, like I said, after seeing what happened on Saturday with Haymon Lopez, I have question marks and I have concerns. I just hope that he's okay. Yeah, we'll get to that later, but I want to get to the other elephant in the room this past Saturday, which these dudes are so predictable, when they come online and make their videos. At the end of the day, I thought that was kind of pathetic of Spence to sit up there and try to act like he wants to sell his shirts. And once again, he wants to start negotiating with Terence Crawford for a fight. No, here's the thing. Spence can't offer or negotiate anything with Terence Crawford. And people need to stop putting out clickbait videos acting like Spence is in control. And as far as Haymon goes, Haymon needs to offer Terence Crawford a fair deal to get in the ring with Spence. At this point, it's just null and void because you just going through the same roller coaster over and over again. They need to have a minimum of what they're going to offer Terence Crawford and take it from there. Terence Crawford got paid $10 million. People can holler about it's a nobody or whatever. At the end of the day, I'm used to this routine. Like I said, it doesn't matter who Terence Crawford fights because his detractors will find any way to try to tear him down. And like I said, a lot of this hatred that people just develop towards Terence Crawford is unjust and unfair. But we know who started it. A lot of insecure midgets and a couple of other people. See, here's the thing with me, and I'm going to keep it real. I have no obligation to be a Spence apologist. Not going to do it. And if that causes people to have an issue with me, that's their fucking problem, not mine's. If you think I'm sneak dissing you or whatever the case may be, if certain people think I'm talking to them, once again, that's your problem. Because it's a lot of people in general. It's been explained to you time and time again what happened. But people act like they can't comprehend. Spence can't negotiate shit unless Haymon approves it. He can't even come to the negotiating table. Okay? And that's what happens when you give a person full control of your career. Which, at the end of the day, you can make an argument about that being in violation of the Muhammad Ali Act, which apparently, to me, it looked like it is. But we'll leave it at that because I'm going to be accused of dry snitching and all that type of shit. I'm not an Haymon worshiper like a lot of these other people because I don't like how Haymon been moving. Because like I said, at the end of the day, here's the thing. Nobody wants to explain how Caleb Plant is a good fighter, but Caleb Plant got $10 million to fight Canelo. You don't have $10 million to offer Terence Crawford. You basically telling him to take a pay-per-view deal and you'll pay him off the net pay before taxes and all that other stuff. Basically asking him to take a blind deal. And then when he says, hey, can I see the books? Oh, well, we don't want to show, which he had a right to do. Don't you remember when Wayne had his lawsuit against Cash Money? They wanted them to open up the books. But eventually it did get settled. But I'm just saying. It's difficult to explain logic to people when they're just fanboys, and the fanboy channels are the people that mess stuff up because they sit up there and they will wing stuff and they will make up stuff. And then the people that don't know the ins and outs of boxing, which I'm learning more and more every day, when you try to explain to them what happened and what's going on, then they don't want to listen. At the end of the day, Terence Crawford's asking price just went up. Terence Crawford doesn't have to take any 70-30, 60-40. At the end of the day, Terence Crawford proved that he could sell out an arena. And for people saying, well, he only sells out at home. No, before that, he sold out. He sold out Las Vegas. He sold out the Mandalay Bay. Whether it holds 12,000 people or not. Well, Teofimo Lopez only sold like 8,000 tickets at Madison Square Garden. Okay. The whole top section was closed off and I was there. So while you want to sit up there and play those kind of games, Terence Crawford's asking prices went up and his popularity has went up. So based off the fact that you clowns couldn't stop making videos about Terence Crawford, and it was like hilarious watching people literally boo-hooing about Terence Crawford moving on and taking a fight. At the end of the day, you guys keep hollering about, well, he was supposed to knock David Abendees out. Well, it was Errol Spence supposed to stop Ugas, and keep in mind, he didn't even drop Ugas, but Ugas almost dropped him, and the ropes is the only thing that held him up. At the end of the day, what you guys do is you'll turn anybody on the PBC side because you guys are PBC apologists. You'll turn them into a world beater. Okay. I'm just keeping it 100. Ugas had losses before. And we all know that he got elevated with the help of, Al Haymon to get to get the belt. Then before that, Danny Garcia had previous losses. Before that, Sean Porter had losses. But this is what you guys do. You try to flip the script. So at the end of the day, based off the fact that Terence Crawford continues to stop anybody in his path, that alone justifies his asking price. Like I said, you guys don't have no problem with Al Haymon basically trying to screw over another black man, but then y'all don't ask, okay, well, Canelo gets almost 50 million. They begged Canelo to come back. I just didn't like how they was moving. So at the end of the day, you guys are predictable. I already know what you're going to say in the comment section. Terence Crawford fought a bum and all this kind of stuff. You don't think Terence Crawford could stop Ugas? Terence Crawford would knock out Ugas. He would have knocked out Danny Garcia. You see, he stopped Sean Porter. Like I said, you guys always make up excuses. And once again, you guys do this every time. You were hoping that, it's funny, you do what you always do. You root against Terence Crawford, and then when he wins, you say it was a cherry pick. But Sean Porter was a great fight for Errol Spence. Just like when it appeared that Errol Spence was going to get the Pacquiao fight instead of Terence Crawford, you guys were bigging this up. You guys were cheerleading. You guys were jumping out of your chair, screaming and all this stuff. Oh, my God, this is a great fight. But when Terence Crawford was going to fight him, then you were saying Manny Pacquiao's past his prime. You guys do this on a regular basis. I have, you know how I have the receipts? Because I have your videos. I can make a highlight and an audio reel of these dudes switching up. So at the end of the day, Al Haymon need to offer Terence Crawford a fair deal. A fair deal. Not none of this back end stuff. A guaranteed deal. If I'm Terence Crawford, I'm telling Al Haymon, don't come to me unless you have a minimum. I'm talking about a minimum of $8 million upfront and then pay-per-view. Because, like I said, Terence Crawford's value just went up. He got paid $10 million. Why would he sit up there and take $2 million or maybe $1 million to fight Errol Spence? So just keeping it a buck. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that because a lot of y'all can't accept the truth. But once again, that's on y'all. That's on y'all. And I'm going to keep poking holes in everything you guys say. And I'm going to get to Errol Spence, and I'm going to keep it a buck. Errol Spence needs to stop fronting. And that's just the truth. So, this your boy Town Biz. I'm out.